Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Hey, I wanted to make this video to share a little information we were able to so far. It's actually a little bit more. I just thought I'd just create an even number here. 130 recruits or affiliates inside of Internet Income System in the past 60 days. That's what we've actually generated so far that we've been a part of this platform. And it's really just the beginning. Um, we've definitely seen a lot of evolution, I guess, over the past few months with Internet Income System. And this is really just the beginning. It's going to get bigger and bigger. It's going to be more impactful. There's just a lot going to be happening inside of this platform, and I'm glad to really be here at this stage. So I really wanted to make this video to kind of give you a little insight on how I was able to do that with inside of Internet Income System. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me get some drop a one or something in the chat. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, I know most people aren't probably on. I know it's the holidays. Again, happy holidays, happy belated Thanksgiving. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving holiday wherever you're at, and definitely happy holidays to everybody around the around the globe. So, but I wanted to really quick cover a little bit, and that's why I'm actually doing this live, because I just wanted to do it live, but it'd be recorded obviously so others can see it later. But I want to talk about how how am I able to even bring in that amount of people really in anything. We brought in a lot of people in a lot of different things over the years, and of course we're learning a lot of great information from Chris Record, and a lot of this will apply as well. So let me pull up a few things here. Give me a quick second, and I'm gonna pull up something really fast. There we go. Okay. All right. So let me start off by, I've got 10 steps here. So grab your pen and pad, because you might want to take a few notes here. Okay. But I would say, even before I go over the numbers, really the first thing is, whatever you're doing, whatever business, whatever you're wanting to do, closing out this year, closing out this month, starting next month or whatever, or really just whatever you want to do big. First off, you just gotta decide that that's what you want to do. Um, Once you make that decision, this is what I want to do. I'm here now, but I want to go here. I'm here right now. This is where I'm at now, but I want to go here. A lot of it is just going to start with a decision. Um, Without that, nothing's gonna, you know, nothing's gonna come easy. Entrepreneurship is hard, guys. It's hard. Okay. Working a job is easy. Is easier because you just have to just show up and just do your job. Now there's, you know, different situations, obviously, um, but to me, when I look back at my career, it was easier. It really was. Being an entrepreneur is simple, but it's not easy. But it's very rewarding if you're doing the right actions and you're staying consistent, if you're growing from within as well. So, and we've got a lot of growth, and we're still learning, and we still make mistakes, as well along the way, being in the path of being an entrepreneur. So with that said, how did I bring in 130 people um, in this business? Now, one, it's only $20, but still, how did I do it? Well, one, here's number one. When you first join a business, at least when we first join a business, and I've taught this a lot over the years, is we research the business and the product. The business, who's the CEO, what's the history of the company, what's the vision, what's the product or the service, how does the product or service work. We just want to get an idea of what we're getting involved in, right? We need to know what it is that we're gonna be sharing with others. I don't have to memorize everything, and I didn't say study. I just said just research, just get an idea of, okay, who's the owner, how long they been in business, or you know, you know, just find out more, and you can find all that out typically just by going into your back office. So I'll write that down. back office. Click on everything. You'd be amazed on how many times I've coached and trained people, and we've been a part of this thing for months, and they still haven't researched or explored their back office. They just logged in the first time, got their link, and then they never logged back in again. And then they wonder why they're having such a hard time. They have no language about the company. It's hard to, you got to know what you're doing. I didn't say memorize. You just have to be familiar. So when I got involved in Internet Income System, I researched it. Now, I know Jeffrey Long, the CEO, so we go way back, but I still wanted to know, okay, how's this, what's the offer here? So once I got in and got into the back office, I clicked on everything that was available. Now, there's been a lot of evolution since then. That was several months ago, but I still clicked on everything. I needed to know where everything is at. Okay, that's where that's at. Okay, there's where the leaderboard's gonna be. Okay, I'm trying to understand, because I need to know, as a leader, you have to decide to be a leader. Okay, leaders lead by example. So I need to have a good understanding. I don't have to know everything, but I got to have a good foundation about what Internet Income System offers and how things are kind of structured in the back office. Okay. So research the business, product, service in the back office. That's number one. Okay. Everybody got that? Give me some feedback just to make sure everybody has that. And so for those that are watching on YouTube or whatever, Facebook, and you're in other things, this can work for that as well. Okay. Now and again, these are steps of, hey, a lot of us, want to hit certain levels and make money like the leaders, but we had to decide to become a leader. Does that make sense? We had to make a decision. Hey, I want to be a leader so I can get leader money. I want leader money. I'm not a leader now, but I want to be a leader. So I'm going to have to do what these leaders are doing. And I'm going to have to take it to the next level. Okay. So that's one. Research, understand. Remember, you're going to be helping other people. They're going to be looking toward you for answers. So you want to have that, that swag of, hey, I've got the answers. I'm going to be your helper. I'm going to be your confidant in this opportunity. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, this is pretty simple, pretty easy. Research social media. Research like YouTube, Facebook. See who the players are. Go to YouTube, type in whatever your company's opportunity, whatever the name of the company is, or the product, or whatever. Okay, just type that in. You'll be able to see the players. Okay, you'll be able to see from the views. You'll be able to see, if you keep seeing video after video after video after video after video after video of probably the same person, that's one of the players. Look at what they're doing. Obviously, they're having results. They're getting results. They're having somewhat of some success, if not a lot of success, based off of the content that they're sharing. And they may not be the only one. Could be several people. Look, and this gives you a good opportunity to check the pulse of what's going on with the company in general. Okay, so I'll do that. I'll reach out, to YouTube and Facebook. I'll go to Facebook. You can do the same thing on Facebook. You can go into the search field. Everybody's on Facebook, right, too. So if you go to Facebook, go to the search field, type in the name of the company, and it'll bring up posts, videos, pictures, groups, pages, people that are associated with that keyword. And you can just kind of scroll down and just kind of look at, see how other people are marketing. See what tools they're using to market. Look at some of the messages, some of the things that they're saying. It just kind of, and again, this gives you an opportunity to check the pulse of what's happening. Okay. These are things that I did. So how did I bring in 130 people? One, I did the research. First of all, I made a decision. I'm like, hey, okay, we're going to become a leader inside this opportunity, inside this company. So of course I researched the company, the business, the product, because certain things were available then when we first got started, but Atlas hadn't even come about yet. So all I was really talking about was really video funnels. and the opportunity to earn 100% commissions on a $20 enrollment, right? Residual commission on that. So that's all I was really initially talking about. And then several weeks later, then Atlas came, and then of course they gave us a wide range of topics to talk about, right? So that's what I initially did, research. Then I researched social media. So that's number 2. So research social media, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. See what other people are doing, if there's anybody doing anything. So if you're in a company, there's really nobody's really posting anything yet on YouTube or really on Facebook or TikTok, you're in a good space, because now you have the opportunity to be the first one to really start posting a lot of content so you can dominate that real estate on that keyword. Make sense? We've been in situations like that several times. Like, we'll get involved in an opportunity and it wasn't a lot of people in it yet. Maybe it's a new launch of a new company, a new idea. So there's not a lot of content, or if any content, on YouTube. So I would start creating content. I'll get to that here in a moment, but I'll start creating content because I know there's going to be a rush of eyeballs coming to that keyword. So let me plant my flag with multiple videos of value, so people will come there and they'll see me and they'll be like, hey, I want to join you, simply because we were kind of first to the party, if that makes sense. So those are always good situations that you can always do. So number 3 is, write this down. Number 3 is create your own story. Create your own story. This is important. This is crucial. Okay? Crucial if you want to really accelerate your recruiting, your duplication. Okay? All right. Your sales. Create your own story. Now, let me elaborate on this. That can be with a presentation. So what I did after I researched, after I looked at and researched on YouTube, researched the company, researched YouTube, Facebook, social media, see what was going on. I needed to create my own story. How did I do that? Well, initially, for me, I made a presentation. Yes, they had a presentation that was already available. It's great. It was amazing. However, it wasn't my story. I wanted to set myself apart from everybody else. So, in the best way that I can do that is to create my own story. And I did it. I made a presentation, right? So I can kind of cover internet income system myself. Some of you are great creating PowerPoint slides and all that. Some aren't. We've learned a lot inside of Atlas to show you how to do that. You can do that with Canva. But again, I'm going to give you a few other ways on how you can do this. Okay. I chose to do a presentation. Okay. A lot of it can be a testimonial. So maybe you got on one of Chris's, incredible trainings, and your mind was just blown. That's a testimonial. Maybe you haven't applied that method, but make a video or do a post talking about, I just got on a webinar, and what I learned in that 2 hours has changed me forever. Or what I learned in that 2 hours is what I learned in one of those segments in the webinar is that now I know how to generate leads. Now I know how to get set, whatever you learned that just blew your mind. Talk about it. You need your own story to share with people. Okay. Something that got you excited. So don't just make up anything that doesn't really get you excited. Talk about something that got you excited, that it made you go like, man, I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad that I'm here. And this goes for any business, any niche, any opportunity. Okay. Presentation allows you to share the opportunity or the information about whatever that is from your perspective, which is key. Or do a testimonial. Or for those that are inside of Internet Income System, this is cool. Create a video funnel. Show people how you can make a video funnel. That's easy. It's so super simple. Just record a video showing people how to do that. And again, like I said before, even inside of Atlas Academy, you can definitely talk about different trainings, things that you've learned. Okay. This is all a part of being a part or sharing whatever your story is, being a part of whatever that opportunity is. And in this example, of course, is Internet Income System, right? And again, and typically I usually do that in a video. It's just more impactful. You can do it in a post with an image. If you tell a story like on a Facebook post or whatever, definitely add an image, something that can relate to your message of you, preferably. Now, I know we learn a lot of different things on how we can not use our face, but usually that is going to take a little time to grow. So I would, if you really want to really accelerate your recruiting, is show up. Just why not? Just show up, right? And you can accelerate by doing that. Now that's what I've done. So let's kind of recap really quick here. I've got 10 total actually here. So that's number 3. So create your own story. You can do that with presentation, testimonial videos, showing people how to do certain things within the internet income system ecosystem, sharing what you've learned inside of Atlas. This is all part of creating your own story, okay, to introduce to people what's going on. So for me, I did it initially in a presentation. This is what I did. I researched the business, checked out who the players were on YouTube and Facebook. Then I created my own story using a presentation, okay, that I actually housed on a particular funnel that I created, okay? So I kind of did 2 ways. So I wanted to use something different that wasn't available for everybody else. I wanted to be different, okay? So that's what I did. You can do the same thing. Even now, you can make a video and put it on a video funnel that could be unique to you, right? So that's the cool thing we have here. So number 4, I did my initial announcement on YouTube. So whatever platform that you like to use the most, that where you get most of your engagement, I would start there. It's always good. YouTube's good. Facebook's good. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, whatever. It really, there's not a specific one really. But for me, it was YouTube. So I said, okay, I took my presentation video that I made, which was me, I did a PowerPoint and I recorded it, kind of like a Zoom or whatever. And I took that video and I put it on YouTube. Okay. That was my initial, hey guys, this is what I'm doing now. This is something I just added. Okay. So that was my initial announcement. So if you notice, before I told anybody anything, before I said anything to anybody, I researched the company. I need to see who the other players were so I can kind of see what they're doing and how they're posting and what they're sharing and so on and so forth, right? Then I needed to create my own story first. So for me, I took a little time, made a few presentation slides, recorded a video, made a funnel, put the video on the funnel, right? Not saying that you got to do that, because remember, I shared with you multiple ways how you can do it. I'm just sharing with you how I did it. Because I'm comfortable shooting videos, I'm comfortable making presentations and creating funnels, right? This was even before we had the version of video funnels that we have now, right? So that's what I did. So a presentation, threw it on a funnel, and then of course I let everybody know about the opportunity by uploading that presentation video to YouTube, and I made it public. So I started getting views on it. People started liking it. I started getting enrollments from people that follow me on YouTube first. That's usually how it started. Okay. That's where it started there. Okay. Now, for those that's been marketing for a while, you may have an email list. So if you have an email list of, on Aweber, GetResponse, or Go High Level or whatever. So what I initially did after I uploaded to YouTube, I sent an email blast out to my existing subscribers on my email list. Okay. Now, all of them didn't enroll. I got thousands of people, right? So, but again, 130 people. Now, some of those people from YouTube enrolled. Okay. And still are enrolling from YouTube. Some of those people enrolled from my email list. And some are still enrolling when I do send out an email. Okay. Small numbers here and there. Okay. All right. So number 4 was my initial announcement. So that's number 4. So choose an initial announcement, in terms of, platform. Okay. Your initial announcement platform. It's going to be YouTube, Facebook, and it can be multiple. Not saying you just got to have one. If you want to post it on here, post it on there. Again, it's just about just getting the word out. But do it from your story though, because your initial announcement could be your video testimonial about some success that you got with the platform thus far, or something that got you excited when you was on that training webinar, or how you created your first video funnel. Make sense? You got to do it from that perspective. Okay? Or it could even be a video of you just talking about the opportunity, right? From your perspective. That makes sense? Okay, so this is all crucial. So that's what I did. And then of course, then number 5, if you have one, your email list. Email your list. Reach out to your list. Hey Weber, get response. If you don't have an email list, we all have a phone with a email list already tied into it. Okay? You can reach out to those individuals as well with your own story. Don't send them no Internet Income System corporate website. That's a beautiful website. But hey guys, I'm going to make money in this. Check this out. Link. No. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay? You got to have your own story. Because remember, people don't want to be sold, but just tell your story. Tell your story from your perspective. That's what you want to do. Okay? And it'll go over better. Remember, right now, it's just all about we're just exposing people. We just got in, we set some things up. I'm just letting everybody know what I can do, what I'm a part of right now. And then of course we've learned a lot inside of Atlas, and we can go further and do some of the different strategies that we've learned inside of Atlas as well. But this is just the initial, hey guys, this is what I'm up. This is what I'm doing. This is what I just added. This is what I'm going to be doing here. So that's really how you set it up. So kind of recap. Number 1, research the business, product, the back office. Number 2, research social media to see who the players are so you can kind of get an idea, a sense of what's going on. Number 3, create your own story, presentation, testimonial video, a funnel, a success with Atlas, so on and so forth. Number 4, make your initial announcement, which can be just uploading some information on social media, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, right? Number 5 is outreach. I would just say outreach. That could be in an email list. That can be some people that you DM. That could be whatever, right? Just initial. I didn't say really spam people, but reach out to people that you know. And remember, what you're sharing is your story. See, that's the difference. Some of you never done that before. You've always just so used to just sending out, hey, look at this corporate website. Hey, look at this right here. Look at what this guy just did. It's better to share your story from your perspective to your people initially. People that you know. Okay? This is people that you know. If you had an email list, obviously those people are on your list so they know you, right? They subscribe to your email list so you can send that information out, right? If you're just hitting people on your phone, just make sure these are people that you know. Don't spam people that you don't know your story right now. Don't do that. Just people that you know, people that you're connected to, people you know and they know you. Okay? All right, number 6. This kind of goes into a little bit of marketing. And we kind of talked a little bit about this, a lot last week as well inside of Atlas Academy. I would definitely say for number 6, value posts. Start doing value related posts. That could be quotes. That could be sharing. I would more or less say, like, I've done some value related posts on my Facebook page where I'm talking about how I learned a strategy inside of Atlas Academy that was able to get me over 1,000 followers on TikTok within 24 hours. And I kind of shared that whole story, right? And I showed some proof of some other people that did the same strategy, as well. Okay, that's a value related post. I gave some value to people, and then I showed them how they can get more information if they want to know how they can learn that same strategy. Because I told them it was a 2-hour training, and it showed me step by step how to get 1,000 followers on TikTok. And I did it, and I made a video. Actually, I did several posts just on that alone, right? That's one. So I always, and again, that kind of goes back to your own story, but it's value related. Okay. If there's some tips that you learned, 5 tips, I know Chris has went over a lot of different things, and you can kind of come up with your own tips. You know, my top 5 training sessions in Atlas Academy that impacted me the most. And you can talk about that. The first one was about affiliate marketing. Man, let me tell you that first episode changed my life. Here's what we learned. It's a value related post. Okay. So just make it interesting. Look at, and always kind of look at what has impacted you. What made you go, whoa, wow, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't even know that was even possible. If you have any of those kind of emotions being a part of this community, share it. Because if you got excited about that, somebody else probably would get excited as well. And this can go with any business. So anything that made your eyebrow raise, like The Rock, hey, share it. Share that story. Okay? So that was number 6. Share value related posts. And the best thing is if you can relate it to your business or your experiences with that business, it's gold. A lot of people will hit you up. Hey, I want to know more. I did that post like a couple weeks ago. I'm still getting people commenting. Hey, this is awesome. Hey, I want some more information on that. And it's so funny. I'll send them some information, and a few minutes later, sometimes several hours later, sometimes days later, person signs up. And then next thing you know, $20 just pops up. Now, so if you look at it, so let's stop here for a second. We got 3 more that I want to share. Right? Well, 4 more, excuse me. 4 more I want to share. So if you look here, I'm drawing a line on my little notepad here under number 6. So far, I've shared presentations, right? I got stuff on YouTube floating around, stuff on Facebook floating around, stuff that I've emailed people on floating around in their inbox, right? And, so I got all this stuff happening all at the same time. And then people wonder how you get multiple enrollments, because I'm doing multiple strategies. I'm compounding time frames by doing multiple methods to get multiple results. Okay? Makes sense? So if I'm just doing YouTube, it may not be as effective. It can. If I'm just doing Facebook, it may not be as effective, but it can, right? And I'm not trying to learn all this stuff, and I'm not saying that that's what you need to do. You got to learn all these different platforms. No, most of us are familiar with 2 platforms out here today. That's typically YouTube, Facebook. And I would throw in a kicker with Instagram. But typically the top 2, YouTube, Facebook. So even if you're just starting off on that initial push, I think that those are great. You just kick off because you're familiar with YouTube. You're familiar with Facebook. So it's a good place to kick things off, right? And then you can add some things depending on how effective and how comfortable you are with sharing other information. Is this making sense, guys? Let me know. Is this making any sense to anybody? We got 4 more to cover, and then we're going to wrap this call up. Is this making any sense? Just drop something in the chat, some fire or 1 or something. Just if this is making sense so far on how I've been able to enroll over 130 people inside of Internet Income System, and I've done this multiple times in multiple opportunities over my career marketing on the internet. This isn't anything new. Okay, and we typically do the same. It's so funny. We follow the same formula every time we do anything, especially if it's something that we really want to do, seriously. Some things are kind of like little side projects or whatever, but certain things that we really put a lot of effort into. Okay. And I typically just follow the same formula. However, I've been learning a lot of new things, new ways of doing things because of Atlas Academy. So we're going to be implementing, and we've already implemented some other new things as well. So moving on. Now, when it comes to marketing on Facebook, of course, number 7 kind of is related to number 6 a little bit. I do a lot of what they call curiosity posts on Facebook, where you've seen them, where people will give some information about something or whatever, and they say, hey, well, comment below if you want to get more information. And so I've done a lot of those. Okay, so value posts can be a lot of different things. It could be quotes, it could be your thoughts about something, it could be a lot of different things. It could be, kind of like what I was talking about with my message that I shared about the TikTok result, right? So it could be a lot of different things, but curiosity posts are specifically designed to pique someone's curiosity. You're hitting on points about your particular opportunity or a particular service or whatever, but you're not giving all the details about what it is. And you're saying, hey, if you like this information thus far, comment below or inbox me and I'll send you the information. So those are great as well. Okay. Now, for those that don't have a lot of engagement on your Facebook account, and again, I'm not saying that this is what you have to do. I'm just telling you what I've done. Okay. I've done that. Sometimes I get really good results. People start liking and, hey, info, and I'll just send them some information. Sometimes I do it. I barely get anything. And if I barely get anything, I typically would just delete the post. So if it's been 2 hours or so and I really don't have anybody really engaging on it, I'll just delete it. Right. So sometimes you hit the mark, sometimes you miss the mark. Okay. And we talk a lot about that inside of Atlas, how you can do different things, do things differently. But the main thing is, that's number 7, curiosity post on Facebook or whatever platform, but the main thing is just taking action. The whole theme of these steps is I took massive action and I'm still taking massive action. Okay. So that's number 7. Number 8, more videos, more content about your product, services, and testimonials. Just more, just keep sharing. Keep sharing, finding ways on how you can share your results, share other people's results, just share. Make sense? Don't just stop. Well, I posted last week 2 or 3 posts and you don't post anymore or share anymore. Continue to share. You want to do some things that will allow you to continually keep getting results or continually keep getting exposure when you're not working. So when you're not working, it doesn't matter. You still got things working for you. Okay, makes sense? I know I can't work 24/7. I just can't do it. So I'm going to do some things to allow me to do that. Now, great thing about Atlas, we've learned how to do paid advertising, and all that stuff helps. All that stuff works. So if you wanted to substitute 6, 7, and even an 8 with paid advertising, that's great, because it all comes down to what? Exposure. That's what it all comes down to. These are just some free methods that I was doing, that I'm still doing, that's allowed me to get to over 130 plus personally refer people into Internet Income System. Okay. Right. So that was number 8. Just more content, videos about the product, posts about the product, service, about the services, testimonials, just content of successes, content of what you're learning. And again, this goes for anything. Like if we join something new tomorrow, I'm going to be following the same method, the same formula here. I'm going to do some research. First, I'm going to make a decision, right? I would say that's 0. Then number 1, I'm going to do some research on the company. And when I get in the back office, I'm going to see what's available, because I got to understand what this is going to do, because I'm going to be bringing a lot of people on board. So I want to make sure I got them covered so I can help onboard them. That's the key of a leader, guys. Got to choose to be a leader. Once you choose to be a leader, you start making leader money. Okay. So I'm going to research. I'm going to do that. Number 2, I'm going to research, see what's going on social media. What are people talking about when it comes to this thing, this new idea? What are others saying? Right. Number 3, I'm going to create, once I got all that, okay, let me create my own story. Okay. Let me see what could I share right now. Okay. outside of just signing somebody up, getting a commission, and talking about a commission. What can I share now, today? I just joined several hours ago or yesterday or whatever. What can I share today? That can be, for most people, the information from your perspective on why you just got started with the opportunity. It could be maybe if there's a product or maybe something that you can test right now and you can give your testimonial about it, right? That's number 3. Number 4, I'm going to do my announcement, right? That's number 4. I'm going to do my initial announcement, which whatever that is, whether it's a presentation, a testimonial video or whatever, I'm going to share. I need to share it. I need to hey guys, okay. And if you notice, I haven't talked to nobody about this yet until I got all that stuff done. A lot of times people get involved with something and they start sharing a link. They barely even know how to log in yet. Guys, this internet marketing stuff has been around for a while now. And I think, the market is they're very smart. They're not just going to sign up just because you send them a link on something. Okay. There's a process you got to send people through. Okay. And I know one of the processes is making a connection with someone. I know that if I just join ABC company, I can make a much better connection with that person with a video from me or a story from me than me just sending them a corporate website. I've proven it over time and time and time again. It's always going to be more impactful. Always going to be more impactful. Okay? So definitely do that. So that was number 4, was your initial announcement, however you're doing it through YouTube, Facebook, or whatever. And then 5 was your outreach. Sending an email out to your email list, contacting people that you know and they know you on your phone and sending them your story. Okay? It's key. Very key. Right? And then really, I would say 6 was value post, 7 was curiosity post, 8 was more content. Now, I can throw in an addendum on that in terms of and say, hey, you can do paid advertising as well. And we learn a lot of that inside of, Atlas Academy. And then I would say number 9, write this down. Number 9, hopefully everybody has this. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. Consistently create content. Let people know you're here. You have some value to share with them. Because the more you do, the better you're going to get. Even if you don't think you're very good, you keep doing it every day, you're going to get pretty good at it. Okay? Now, and there's different tools, and we live in the age of AI, so a lot of stuff can be done for us, and that's great. It's amazing, the technology that we have today. Use it, because it can help you to stay consistent. So if you got to get on a call, if you got to learn some things inside of Atlas or whatever tools you're using, even in whatever opportunity that you're involved in, for those that are watching that maybe aren't involved inside of Internet Income System and you got other things that you're doing, we live in a very, very, very interesting age right now. And there's so much technology out here that can definitely help you to really stay consistent when it comes to your marketing. Okay? Because you got to, whatever you do, you got to put stuff out there. If you want stuff in, you got to put stuff out. You put a little bit out, you get a little bit back, if any. You put a lot out consistently, or you're going to get some stuff back to you. That's how the universe works. You give a lot of value out there to the universe, it's going to repay you back. And a way that we measure that in a lot of cases is money. A lot of money will come back to you. Okay? You just got to be consistently giving value to the marketplace. And number 10, finally, don't quit. Do not quit. Do not quit. Do not quit. Inside of Internet Income System, it's so easy to get access to this information. And it's so easy to quit. Because it's only $20. It's only $20 a month. Even in your opportunity, whatever you're doing, for those that are watching, it's probably easy. It's so easy to join something. It's so easy to get involved in something. It's so easy to start something. It's easy. I'm in. Hey, I'm in. Now what? That's when the challenge starts. Not when you're in. It's after you're in, right? And that's where a lot of people have those issues. And what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to be like, hey, this is the time I got to put in the work. It's 2023, getting ready to be 2024. This is my time to put in the work. I need to put in the amount of work where I can get 130 plus people coming into my business. Sleep. On demand. Whenever I want to. So it doesn't matter if I'm in this business, that business, or that business. I could just do whatever I need to do, and it just keeps happening. And if you do that, then it doesn't matter what you do. I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter what a lot of leaders do. They can make money in any business. But let me rewind to the beginning. They made a decision to become a leader. They made a decision to impact others. Where most of us make a decision to impact ourselves alone. And nobody else, really. I need to make a commission. I need to rank up. I need to go to that whatever. I need to have whatever. That's why a lot of people are stagnated when it comes to when starting their business. It's I. If you notice, number one isn't really, it's for you, but realistically, it's for them. Did y'all catch that? I know, number one, research my business, product, and my back office. Yeah, it could help you, and it's kind of designed for that, to help you, but it's not really for you, it's for them. Because they're going to have questions. They're going to need guidance. They're going to need help. You need to know what you're talking about. And if you do that, if you do those little things like that, it goes a long way because it's going to make you walk differently. You're going to walk differently. Oh man, I already know what's going on. I got this. Again, that's what leaders do. Leaders look at, okay, I'm going to be bringing a lot of people in this thing. Let me figure things out so I got their back. I know exactly what they're going to need. For those that have followed us for years, me and my wife, we will create things for the team. Hours and, oh my God, tens of thousands of dollars for them. Not us, them. And when you have that mindset and that energy of service to others, you look up and you pulling up on your phone. Oh man, we done brought in 130 people. I think the most I've ever done direct is about 300, I think. Something like that. But it's all because, and again, not trying to brag, I'm just saying because of serving others. A lot of people want to connect with you because they know they're going to get something. Oh man, I'm going to join Steve and Lanacia, man. They're going to, yeah, I'm joining them. And then others are like the same way. Chris Record, same way. Jeffrey Long, same way. Marcus A. Taylor, same way. Some of the other leaders on the leaderboard. Mitch, same way. Y'all, are y'all catching this? This is how you do it. You got to be of service to others. You got to move. You got to make moves like I'm gonna serve everybody here. And people catch that and they see that like, hey, well, I'm gonna join you, because people will join. People will see my information, see my content, then they see your content, and some of them will join me. Some of them will join you because of the connection. We all connect with different types of people on a subliminal level. Okay, make sense? So don't think, well, I'm not that good. I'm not as sharp as, Ray Higdon. I'm not as sharp as, Jeffrey Long or Chris Record or whoever. No, it's you know how many people? There's like 8 billion people on planet Earth with a capital B. Here in even the U.S. is like what, over 300 something million. There's so many different types of people, and I've learned over the years people will connect with people on all kind of levels. But you got to get your information out there. You got to get your vibe out there. You got to get your swag out there. You got to let people know that you are here, that you have arrived. You're here. Even if you're brand new. I was brand new too. There was one moment, one day back in the day, I was brand new. Didn't know nothing from nothing. But I learned a few things from some people. And they said, Steve, all you got to do is give value, and put it in a video. And just keep doing it over and over again. Watch what happens. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to make no videos. I got a link. They just need to go to this link and sign up. That's what they need to do. Well, I did that for years and it just didn't work. It didn't work. So, all right, let me try this. Started making value-related videos, sharing my thoughts, sharing my testimony, sharing my journey, if you will. Next thing you know, 90 days later, I quit my job. I'm like, man, I could have been doing this years ago. You mean to tell me this is all I had to do? Yeah, that's what I've been telling you for the past 2 years. You can do it too. Everybody here can do it. Here, let me go to the chat and we're gonna wrap this up. Again, 130 people, guys. That's how I did it here. Okay. I was just seeing if we haven't had any questions or anything. But again, okay, I see everybody here, guys. I really appreciate everybody hopping on. I know it's Saturday. I know it's the holidays here, and but I just had something. Had several people actually asked me about how have I been able to bring in so many people. Those 10 steps. That's just that's the gist of it, for sure. Okay, and everybody's different. Everybody's going to move a little different. Okay. Everybody doesn't do the exact same thing. So that's just another thing. Everybody's going to do it their own way. We're all individuals when it comes to creating your story, making that presentation, shooting that video, doing that audio, whatever. We're all going to do it our way. So you don't have to do it like my way. You ain't got to do it like Chris's way or Jeff's way or Marcus's way. You got to do it your way, but you just need to follow the blueprint. Now, I'm saying 130. I'm not saying everybody's going to go out here and get 130 people over the next 2 months. Nope, not saying that. Some of y'all might get more. But I'm saying if you're doing this, it will definitely increase your results. Those steps. Okay? And again, just taking action on it. That's all you got to do. Take action in whatever you're doing. Whether it's this company or that company, this business, this niche, this product, and you're doing it online and you have that component of referring others that can do the exact same thing, so on and so forth. This is a good place to start. And everything works. Okay? Well, Chris said do it. Hey, everything works. I said we're all going to do things that differently. You're going to do things a little bit different. You're going to do it how it works for you. As long as you can make it work. That's all you got to be worried about. Well, Steve said, don't worry about what Steve said, Chris said, Jeff said. Just follow the blueprint. They're giving you the blueprint. They know and understand you're gonna kind of mold it your way a little bit. But the main thing is that you're doing it. That's the main thing. Okay, when it comes down to doing paid advertising, certain things got to be exact on the money, right? But I'm talking about just connecting with your people, building your brand, all that. You're going to add your own swag to it, your own flavor to it. Trust me. Okay, right? And the main thing is stay consistent, don't quit, and then eventually you'll wind up in a zone, a flow, right? A lane. And in that lane, that flow, that zone, you'll do what you do and not even think about it. You won't even think about it. You just do what you got to do, go from there. So I'm going to end it here. And I just wanted to say, 1, happy holidays. 2, you can do this. Whatever it is, you can do it. Make the decision. Follow these methods. If you're just joining and you're watching this live, check out the replay and you'll be able to kind of go over those 10 steps that I went over. And just don't quit. This works for anything. You just gotta do it, stay focused, and amazing things can definitely happen. So I'll leave you guys with this and stay focused. It's been a very interesting 2022 because of technology. It's definitely making things easier. 2020, it's been a very interesting 2023. Man, time just flying. 2024 is definitely going to be I have a sense that everybody watching this video, 2024 will be your breakthrough year. I know it's going to be your breakthrough year. If you make the decision to make it your breakthrough year. Because why? Because of all the technology that's available and everything and all the training, especially what we have here inside of Internet Income System and everything that we have available, there won't be any excuses. It's all going to be it's all going to be about you going left and right, just making a decision. And if you want it, you can have it, you can do it. So with that said, guys, I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, wonderful holiday season. I'll be dropping some more trainings like this as well, and hope you got something out of it. And with that said, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you're at in the world, and we'll see you guys over the top. And if you want more information about Internet Income System, if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the link in the YouTube description. If you're watching this in our Self-Made Labs Facebook group or our team group, just be sure to get back with the person that sent you to this video. So with that said, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Love you guys. We'll see you guys over the top. Peace out.